Assalamu alaikum. The topic for today's lecture is the famously known WTO, the World Trade Organization. We are going to discuss when it was formulated, what functions it has performed, how effective it has worked up till now. So, moving on. The World Trade Organization was established on 1st January 1995 as a result of the Ugodi round negotiations that lasted from 1986 to 1994. It was located in Geneva, Switzerland. There are 149 members as of December 2005. At its simplest, WTO is a global organization dealing with rules of trade between nations. So, what should be the rules at the international level? How they should be regulated? How to ensure free trade, or how to ensure trade that benefits all of the member states? This is the main function of the World Trade Organization at the most simplest terms. It is said to be the it is said to be something which has been evolved from the GATT. GATT I have discussed in the previous lectures as well. The General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, 1947, was the first major effort to establish international rules governing trade in goods. Though initially conceived as a provisional legal instrument, it endured for almost 50 years. It functioned without a formal organizational framework to oversee its implementation as the proposed International Trade Organization. ITO, previously discussed, never came into being, and the ITO Charter, of which the GATT was only to be the part, never came into effect. So, the GATT primarily focused on was the reciprocal reduction of tariffs, which later expanded to other trade related areas in the years leading up to the Ugodi round. GATT expanded its competence through several rounds of trade negotiations, which witnessed the formulation of complex legal instruments on specific aspects of trade, particularly disciplines on the use of non-tariff barriers. What was the Eurogori round that occurred from 1986 to 1904? The result of the Eurogori round (UR) was signed in Morocco on 15th April 1994. The WTO came into being on January 1st, 1995, by the virtue of the agreement that focused on establishing the World Trade Organization. The scope of the multilateral trading system was broadened from trade in goods to encompass trade in services and trade related aspects of intellectual property rights. It was a rule based global trading system, complete with its own dispute resolution procedures. The single undertaking concept was that the multilateral trade agreement under the World Trade Organization system are treated as a single undertaking, which means that every member state of the World Trade Organization is a party to every one of these agreements and must implement them accordingly. So, GATT we have discussed, ITO we have discussed, और ये जो राउंड था 1986 to 1994, इसके अंदर ये बात डिस्कस हुई थी कि जो भी इनमें से किसी एक को भी साइन करेगा ऑटोमेटिकली इट विल गेट द मेंबरशिप ऑफ ऑल थ्री. What are the World Trade Organization's functions? The main functions will be discussed one by me. It administers the World Trade Organization agreements and facilitates their operations and implementation. जो भी agreements trade से related states under that umbrella of World Trade Organization conduct करती हैं. It administers them, उनकी implementation को, उनके operations को World Trade Organization देखती है. फिर it provides a forum for trade negotiations among member states on matters covered by the agreements and for further liberalization of trade amongst members. It is responsible for the settlement of differences and disputes between members. It is responsible for periodic reviews of the trade policies of members. It also provides technical assistance and training for developing countries. It cooperates with other international organizations on subjects of mutual interest. So, what are the principles of the World Trade system under the World Trade Organization? Non-discrimination, most favored nation, and national treatment obligations. They focused on free trade, which was implemented in order to aim at lowering the trade barriers. Predictability and transparency, binding commitments, restrictions on the use of barriers to trade, and transparent trade policies and regulatory framework. Example for transparency, obligations in the major trade agreements and the trade policy review mechanism. The promotion of fair competition, most favored nation, national treatment, and rules against unfair trade practices. Example for anti-dumping, encouragement of development and economic reform. What is the organizational structure of the World Trade Organization? सबसे पहले इनकी होती है एक ministerial conference, the apex body of decision making, meets every 2 years. It is composed of ministerial representatives. Then there is this general council which performs the function of the conference between meetings and has specific duties assigned to it by the World Trade Organization agreements. Its composition, it is composed of government representatives. The General Council is also present under this organizational structure that meets as the dispute settlement body and the trade policy review body. Then there are councils for trade in goods, trade in services, and for the intellectual property rights, which report and assist the General Council. Then there are committees on special subjects. These committees function under the councils and committees for the pluralistic agreements that involve more than 2 or 3 states. Membership is still developing, and states are joining it still. The decision making is by consensus. All states has to agree. If consensus is not possible, decision will be taken by a majority rule. Majority states जो हैं इसकी member अगर किसी एक decision को favor कर देती हैं तो वो decision हो जाएगा. Here the rule of thumb is to gain maximum majority for taking a decision inside World Trade Organization. Okay, the World Trade Organization is a dispute settlement forum and a monitoring body. It is responsible for settlement of dispute which are related to consultations, good offices, conciliation and mediation, panel proceedings, appellate body consideration and adoption of panel reports by DSP. Of the report, if the report concludes that a measure is inconsistent with a covered agreement, the panel must recommend that the member concerned bring the measure into conformity with the agreement. The adoption of panel reports by the DSP is automatic. Implementation of reports by the member is done through compliance, negotiation of compensation, voluntary, mutually acceptable, authorization of retaliatory action is present in order in the case of any suspicion of concessions or obligations. The trade policy review mechanism is a periodic review of trade policies that is done by the members. What are the services that are provided by the World Trade Organization? The World Trade Organization regulates trade and services through General Agreement on Trade in Services (GATS). The GATS is broadly comparable to the GATT, but there are significant differences in its approach to the liberalization. Services cover a wide range of activities under the GATS. The term services include any service in any sector except services supplied in the exercise of governmental authority. The GATS apply to all the measures by member affecting the trade and services. Measures can be laws, regulations, procedures, decisions, administrative action, etc. of the member. Then there is this trade and service under the GATS is defined in terms of 4 modes of supply that are from the territory of one member into the territory of another member, एक member से दूसरे member, क्रॉस बॉर्डर जहाँ पे सप्लाई ऑफ सर्विसेज होगी या ट्रेड होगी वहाँ पे ये कंसर्न है WTO. इन द टेरिटरी ऑफ वन मेंबर टू द सर्विस कंज्यूमर ऑफ एनी अदर मेंबर, फॉर एग्जांपल कंजम्पशन अब्रॉड. ठीक है. फिर है जी बाय सर्विस सप्लाई ऑफ वन मेंबर टू द सर्विस कंज्यूमर ऑफ एनी अदर मेंबर. By a service supply of one member through commercial presence in the territory of another member, aka commercial presence. ठीक है. By a service supplier of one member through presence of natural persons of a member in the territory of any other member, presence of a natural persons. Natural का मतलब ये है कि जो कि वहाँ के citizens होते हैं. I know all of this information is a bit technical. Please feel free to ask any questions if you've got any. How the World Trade Organization is beneficial for the businesses? It is responsible as it is responsible for the creation of stable, rule-based, multilateral trading regime. Market access translates into market opportunities. So the rule-based system that has been created under the World Trade Organization gives certain rights of access to the people who are involved in international trade. For example, security of access, tariff bindings and disciplines on barriers to trade, whether tariff or non-tariff. It also provides non-discriminatory treatment of producers and services, products and services. It provides stability of access, the application of uniform rules in key areas of the trading progress, example for customs, valuation, import licenses, etc. It provides rights against unfair trade practices for domestic industry, export industry, and industry. If a state participates in the World Trade Organization, uh, it will improve its market access through continuous lobbying through chambers of commerce, trade, products, services, organization. It will overcome problem areas in international trading, example for technical standards, high tariffs on processed goods, etc. It will expand or protect trading interests through support or opposition of new subject areas in trade negotiations. It will preserve or defend markets through their government's use of the dispute resolution mechanism. Uh, if you've got any questions related to the World Trade Organization, please feel free to ask. Thank you very much.